If your pennies doesn't get hard, take these vitamins doctors don't want you to know about. I know. That sounds like a clickbait hook, something you'd expect in a shady late-night ad. But let's be real. If you're a man living in the United States today, the chances are you've experienced some level of bedroom struggle, maybe not full-on erectile dysfunction, but low drive, weak mornings, fading performance. And no matter how much you try to ignore it, you can't shake the thought. What's wrong with me? And here's the kicker. Most men think it's just age or stress, or maybe they just don't feel in the mood anymore, but the truth is far deeper and far more connected to what you put, or don't put, in your body. See, the vitamin industry in America is massive, but the information that really matters doesn't get shared widely. Because if men actually knew that some of the simplest deficiencies could kill their testosterone, block their blood flow, and destroy their confidence, they wouldn't be running to prescription pills or paying hundreds for blue tablets that mask the problem but never fix the root cause. And that's exactly why you need to hear this story. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine waking up in the morning, groggy, no morning wood, dragging yourself to the bathroom, looking in the mirror, and not even recognizing the man staring back at you. You used to feel strong, full of energy, ready to take on the day and ready to take on your partner at night, but now it feels like the spark is gone. And no one talks about it. Men don't sit at the bar with their buddies and say, "Hey man, I can't stay hard anymore." They keep it buried, bottled up, suffering in silence while their relationships crumble and their self-esteem collapses. But here's the thing. A massive portion of this problem comes down to nutrient deficiencies that Americans ignore. Not pills, not prescriptions, not magic tricks, just simple vitamins that your body craves. The first big one, vitamin D. And no, not the kind of D you're embarrassed you can't give. Actual vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Research from the Cleveland Clinic shows that low vitamin D levels are directly linked to erectile dysfunction. Why? Because vitamin D is essential for nitric oxide production, which is the molecule that helps blood vessels relax and expand, allowing proper blood flow where you need it most. If you're deficient, your blood flow is weaker, your energy is lower, and your testosterone starts to nosedive. And get this, over 40% of Americans are deficient in vitamin D, especially men who spend all day indoors, working office jobs, scrolling their phones, and never seeing the sun. Doctors know this, but do they tell you? No, they'd rather prescribe a pill. Now let's talk zinc, the mineral of masculinity. Zinc is absolutely critical for testosterone production. If your zinc is low, your testosterone drops, your sperm quality tanks, and your drive disappears. Men in the USA who eat processed diets, tons of fast food, and barely touch real meat or seafood are chronically low in zinc. That's why oysters are known as an aphrodisiac. It's not magic, it's zinc. When you get enough zinc, your body finally has the raw material to build testosterone and keep your performance strong. Doctors know this too, but how often do they check your zinc levels? Almost never. Then there's magnesium. This one is a silent killer of performance. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, but here's the kicker. It directly influences free testosterone. Studies from the NIH show that men with adequate magnesium levels have higher testosterone, better muscle performance, and better sleep, all of which connect directly to erections. And yet, 68% of Americans don't get enough magnesium from food. Why? Because our soil is depleted, our diets are processed, and our lifestyles are stressful. Without magnesium, your body can't recover, can't relax, and can't perform when it matters most. Now let me take you deeper, because it's not just about testosterone, it's about blood flow. One of the most powerful vitamins for circulation is vitamin B3, also known as niacin. This one improves blood vessel flexibility, lowers bad cholesterol, and increases healthy blood flow. Men who take niacin often report stronger, longer-lasting erections, because the body can finally deliver oxygen-rich blood where it needs to go. But how often have you seen a doctor hand you a prescription for niacin instead of a pill? Almost never. And then we get to the king of antioxidants. Vitamin C. This one is crucial because erections are not just about testosterone, they're about vascular health. Vitamin C protects blood vessels, boosts nitric oxide, and even helps regenerate vitamin E in the body. If your blood vessels are inflamed, clogged, or weak, vitamin C helps repair them, which means better circulation to every part of your body, including down there. Speaking of vitamin E, this is another overlooked powerhouse. Vitamin E is like the bodyguard for your blood vessels, preventing oxidative damage and keeping circulation healthy. Some studies even suggest that vitamin E supplementation improves sexual function in men dealing with oxidative stress. Yet how often do you hear it mentioned in the bedroom conversation? Almost never. Now let me stop and ask you, why aren't doctors screaming this from the rooftops? Why isn't this common knowledge on every health show, every magazine, every men's wellness ad? The answer is simple: money. Erectile dysfunction drugs are a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States. Big Pharma has zero incentive to fix the root cause when they can sell you a blue pill for $50 a pop that just masks the problem for a few hours. They don't want you to know that a $10 bottle of vitamin D or a plate of oysters could naturally restore your performance. That's the truth doctors don't talk about, and that's why so many men stay stuck in the cycle. Let me share a story. There was a man named John, a 52-year-old father from Ohio. He had been struggling for years: low drive, weak erections, constant fatigue. His doctor kept writing prescriptions, first for cholesterol, then for blood pressure, and eventually for performance pills. But nothing fixed the problem. Then one day, John stumbled on an article about vitamin deficiencies and male health. Skeptical but desperate, he started supplementing with vitamin D, zinc, and magnesium. Within 6 weeks, his mornings returned, his drive came back, and his confidence shot through the roof. He didn't need the pills anymore. His body finally had the raw materials to perform naturally. And John isn't alone. Thousands of American men are silently discovering that their biggest problems come down to the smallest nutrients. If your pennies doesn't get hard, the first place to look isn't the pharmacy, it's your diet, your lifestyle, and your vitamin levels. Here's the truth. If you want to fix performance naturally, focus on these essentials: vitamin D for blood flow and testosterone, zinc for raw testosterone production, magnesium for free testosterone and recovery, vitamin B3 for circulation, vitamin C for vascular health, and vitamin E for antioxidant support. Add in omega-3 fatty acids for blood vessel flexibility, and suddenly, you're building the foundation of performance instead of just patching the symptoms. Now, let's go deeper into how deficiencies happen. The American diet is stacked against men. Processed food strips out minerals, fast food destroys gut health, and even healthy-looking produce is grown in depleted soil that no longer carries the micronutrients our grandfathers used to get. Add in the stress of modern life, lack of sleep, too much alcohol, and endless hours on screens, and you've created the perfect storm for low testosterone, weak blood flow, and collapsing performance. Doctors see the symptoms and prescribe pills, but they rarely ask, are you getting enough vitamin D, enough zinc, enough magnesium? Because there's no profit in prevention, only in treatment. And that's the conspiracy no one wants to say out loud. But here's the empowering part. You can change it. Right now. You can test your levels, adjust your diet, and supplement smartly. Imagine the difference: waking up hard again, feeling confident, lasting longer, satisfying your partner, and feeling like yourself again. That's not just health, it's masculinity restored. And it all starts with vitamins. So if your pennies doesn't get hard, don't just accept it. Don't just run to the pharmacy. Don't let Big Pharma convince you you're broken. Start with the basics. Start with the vitamins doctors don't want you to know about. Because once you take control of your health, once you fuel your body with the nutrients it actually needs, you'll realize you were never broken. You were just deficient. And that, gentlemen, is the truth no one is telling you.